What up, peeps and peepettes? Morbtron back today with more Ark Survival Evolved vanilla-ish on Ragnarok. And I just want to thank you all so very much for all your support and fire episodes. If you like this one, do not forget to annihilate that like button right in the ear hole and subscribe for more daily content. So today, guys, what we're going to be doing is doing a little bit of base work, doing a little bit of finishing up of stuff. We're going to be taming some egg dinos for two reasons. One reason being kibble, and the other reason is I need 20 dino eggs to make something called a hatchery. That gets made right there. Okay, so I need 50 keratin, not a big deal. 500 thatch, again, not a big deal. And 20 dinosaur eggs. Currently, for me, kind of a big deal. Is the only dinos that I have that can lay eggs right now are my Allosaurus. Are the only ones that are likely to lay eggs. I think Holy Craptor is a female, but I don't have a male raptor to go along with her. And my wolves don't lay eggs, of course, because they're wolves. The Dodic is also a mammal, the beaver is obviously a mammal, and the horses are obviously mammals. The wolves, again, no eggs there. Bird Dirt is a female, but no male to pair her with. But I'll kind of break down what we're doing today. So, I've done a little bit of work before I started recording. I've made these little barns, and that's actually regular gamma. There we go. That's better coloring. I made these little barns. These little guys here are giving me fertilizer and oil and some other stuff in exchange for poop. I think that's a good exchange, you know? I get stuff that I need to plant crops, and they get to eat poop. So, if they want to eat poop, I mean, that's, you know, it's on them. See, do you have a level beetle? No, you don't. Okay. So, this is what I've gotten so far today from them. This much fertilizer, that much oil. Pretty good. I think it's a pretty good deal we got going on right now. And for whatever reason, I think the gathering rate on the server is tied into how quickly these guys produce fertilizer and oil, because they've been kicking it out like crazy. And then this barn here is going to be for snails when I get snails. I don't have snails right now. So we've got Tiny Dancer and Knight, mate boosted pair. We've got Doggo and Puppers, mate boosted pair. I've also got another mate boosted pair of sheep that I tamed thanks to Farmland and giving me 2 tasty cakes, or sweet vegetable cakes, what they're called, sorry. And they only took 1 cake per sheep to tame, so that was kind of nice. And because Vinny Prime lives in New Zealand, where there's tons of sheep, I named the male sheep Vinny. So we got Vinny and we got Sheila. They're just hanging out. I don't really know why I have them. You know, I'm not going to use them to, you know, produce babies for mutton. I could, I guess, use them for wool. And that's it. Maybe I get one of those S+ sheep herder things. So I don't have to cut them myself. But, yeah, and then I've started a greenhouse right here. And I've also finished up the wall as well. So the walls are 4 high, and they're just the S+ stone large walls. The extra large walls are 8 high, and that's just way too big. The 4 high is more than enough to keep my dinos from falling down the cliff. And this is going to be the greenhouse. I'm going to use one of the S+ gardeners. And I need to run water pipes, and I need to farm up the crystal to make the rest of the greenhouse stuff. I could make it out of the S+ glass, but I decided to make it out of the greenhouse stuff. It is S+ greenhouse stuff, but it's greenhouse stuff nonetheless, so it kind of fits the vanilla-ish style. Yeah, and you see I corrected the wall over here, so instead of ending abruptly, it now wraps around into the back of the barns. I'm going to leave this bush here, or at least try to, because I think it looks pretty cool right there. You know, kind of covers up the little gap here. And I think it looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. But, so in one of my first episodes on this server, I tested if you could plumb water pipes up to the wells, and you can. So that's where I'm going to get my water from, so I don't have to use rain collection. So I probably am going to still have some water tanks just for like aesthetics, and maybe they'll be able to take water out of the well and store it in the tank as well. Maybe, I don't know, because the well does have a amount of water in it, has 1,000 water. And see, filling up my canteen that I got out of a red drop, that was pretty nice. See, it's down to 800 out of 1,000. So maybe having water tanks hooked up to it will fill the tanks as kind of like a reserve sort of deal. So what we're going to be doing here right away is I'm going to go look for a male raptor, just so we have a mate boosted pair. Let's pump some more weight into you, bird dirt. Just so we have a mate boosted pair of raptors so we can get those 20 eggs faster. I also, really quick, wanted to show you guys this little cave that I found. And I'll tell you the GPS coordinates for it. So it's just right down over here, and I kind of stumbled onto it by accident. I found it at night at first, because the lava in it really stood out. Yep. Here it is. So this cave entrance, just so you're curious, is at... And the sun is really stupid here. There we go. It's at about 1867. And in this area, you'll notice that we're really close to where the wyvern spawn in. And there are no wyvern in this part of this cave. Now, if you go farther out, you will get, attacked by wyvern. But in here, there are a couple areas where wyvern nests can spawn, and you can get an egg with no risk. So you don't want to go up too much further than this. You kind of see it opens up there. So that's a place where a nest can spawn. This is a place where a nest can spawn. There's a couple places here. So I mean, you could do the super dangerous thing and like go in there and with a fast pterodon or something and try to nab an egg real quick, or you can go into this cave, see if there's an opportunistic egg to pick up and nab it. I actually nabbed a fairly low level, as far as a wyvern goes, egg from there. It's a level 60 lightning wyvern egg that I plan on hatching up here as soon as I can make the S Plus Hatchery, because those really help with the hatching of the eggs, and the collecting of the fertilized eggs too. So we're just gonna fly over here and look for a raptor. Really fast. And so this is the area where I got my dung beetles from. This is the area where I get all my polymer from. Because I'll just fly over, not fly, I'll take my wolves and just run my wolves down into this area and kill some mantis, and you get like thousands of chitin, thousands of organic polymer, and I don't ever have a need to make polymer anymore because of it. So this is an area where raptors like to spawn. Apparently Allosaurus are spawning over here too. I also want to try my hand at taming some Aranio. I've never tamed an Aranio on a vanilla-ish type server, and I kind of want to give it a go. But I know I'll probably need, I need bug spray at the very least, and I'll probably need some ghillie suit action as well. But in the kibble dinos that we're going to be taming up, we're going to get some diplos, because the Allosaurus uses the Diplodocus egg kibble. And then the Eutyrannus, which I also want to focus on taming up and breeding on this server, use the new little Stegosaurus thing that I forget what it's called all the time. Yeah, so we'll have to tame up some of those as well. But before we tame those, I want to tame a Quetzal so I can pick them up. Oh, that's a 130 male raptor. That'll do. We're going to fly this guy back to base and tame him up. And then I'm going to actually craft all of the remaining pieces I need to finish up my greenhouse build. And I'll bring you guys back when all that happens. Alright, peeps, and we're back. And I've done some work. A little bit, made some things, tamed some dodos to get more dodo eggs, or to get some more eggs in general. Because the raptors and the Allosaurus weren't doing it, but these little dodos kicked out some eggs while I was making the rest of the stuff needed to complete the thing. So you see all of my stuff is showing now. That's I was playing with the Structures Plus visibility tool, which I'm going to be using here later on, to hide all the water piping that I have running everywhere. So the S Plus Gardener runs on beer. So I need to make beer to power the Gardener. So to do that, I had to make a beer barrel. I have plumbed it all the way over to here, and then I have another water pipe running down to 4 reservoirs that are now full. They filled off rainwater though, even though they are attached to the well, so they didn't fill off the well, but oh well, they filled off rain and it'll be a backup in case the well runs dry. Like if I use a bunch of water, like for crafting dye or something like that. In large amounts. You see, it's not, there's no water here yet. I haven't linked those 2 pipes, which will be done with the flexible stuff. But I also made the S Plus Hatchery, which is what I needed the eggs for. And I'm just going to put this down in the corner here, like so. And apparently what this does, it'll pick up any fertilized eggs within the area, and on the ground, and automatically incubate them to 1%. And to test that out, I'm actually going to pick up this lightning wyvern egg, and I'm going to throw it down on the ground, and it's not incubated at all. And I'm going to see if it picks it up. It's too cold for egg incubation. Switch to tech generator. What do you run? Do you run on something? Oh, it requires refertilizer for fuel. So how to make? I need to make refertilizer now. Refertilizer. It's got to be down here somewhere. There we go. Fertilizer, oil, rare flour, rare mushrooms, and spark powder, huh? Okay, well, I've got fertilizer, and I've got spark powder. I've got rare flowers, and I should have rare mushrooms. Somewhere. Somewhere? I know I've gotten them. I've gotten them from Where did they go? I've gotten them from harvesting crystal. Did I derp and put them in here? No, no derpage of the sort. They're not in there. Definitely not in there. They're not in there. Okay, well I guess I'll just have to wait on that then. I don't know where all my rare mushrooms went to. Yeah, so I have thatch in the beer barrel. I'm gonna put these berries in there, and then when it's irrigated, I should start to get beer once it's fermented. So and apparently you require something I can't make yet because all of my rare mushrooms disappeared. It's weird, very weird. But we're gonna make this this here greenhouse, and its magical greenness right now. First, we're gonna use those and these. And the design I'm going with here is actually kind of to kind of go along with this wall. So not like your standard arc greenhouse shape, even though it works very well. And bam, door and door. There we are. I always pick the wrong one first. Always the wrong one first. Alright. So now, need the sloped roofs and the ceilings. Ceilings go here. And then the sloped roofs. I don't know why that's always a snap point. Like, why is this a thing? Why does it default to that sometimes? It makes no sense. Like, why? Why is that a thing? Alright, so there we go. We have the greenhouse. The greenhouse is up. Now we just need to put the crop plots down. And these are the S plus large crop plots. So they're scaled down a tiny bit. And they snap to the large, or to the foundations. Which makes it very, very neat. And tidy. And square. And symmetrical. And visually pleasing. So now we're going to plumb it for irrigation. Pretty simple to do. All of that junk. We need to make sure this is straight first. So what we're going to do that is just line it up with this crop plot. That actually looks pretty straight. And bam. And bam. And then this one's going to go right there. Like so. That one's going to go across. And then bam. 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 And then this one's going to go out. Like that. What was that about? Okay, can you snap to the correcto place? please. And then one of those. One more of those. We should get some verticals going down. And hopefully bam. There we go. Everything is irrigated now. I'm going to take these 8 things. I know I don't need 8, but I like when they all have one, you know. There we go. Just like that. It looks like the well might be derping a little bit. Yeah, looks like it might be fighting for water. Oh no. It just sucked that completely dry is what that did. Probably, even the water tanks are empty. Wow. Probably the beer barrel probably did most of that. Let's see. 0, not irrigated. Now I wonder if we still have that bug. Let's take this water jar. Now, Wildcard said they fixed this bug a long time ago. Apparently not. Well, hopefully when all these crop plots fill up, not sure where all that water went to. And granted, it's all on these crop plots. Yeah, some of them are already at 600. Alright, so now we're going to come down in here and grab some fertilizer from our beetles. Now, the beetles have been working like super overtime. Super overtime. So, I mean, they've got 89, 92 fertilizer from these guys already. It's just insane. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to even use all of it, but they are the S plus crop plots, so we should be able to. Put 5 in each one. Got loot lag. There we go. We still got tons more. I'll put 4 more in each one. And we'll go put the extras away in a bit. But first, we're going to take the visibility tool. And with this thing, let's see. So now it's on hide mode. And we just go, bam, we kind of like punch with it, and it looks like a grenade that's like blue and white, or blue and silver. So everything's hidden now. Everything within a very large radius should be hidden. Yep. Everything's hidden, and now we can go show mode, and then punch the air again. And now everything's back. Super convenient. Really glad they added that in. Only cost one thatch to make it as well, so. Totally super easy. So I think I have all of my crop seeds in here. Citronal, rock carrot, savo root, and long grass. And 4 narcoberry seeds. So we're gonna go rock carrot, long grass, citronal, savo root, narcoberry, 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 and narcoberry. There we go. And that should keep, all that fertilizer should keep those things growing for quite a while. I'm hoping that the well is able to keep up with the water demands. I really kind of wasn't factoring in how much water all this stuff would take. So that's an oopsie on my part. I should have let it rain on the crop plots or something before I put the roof over them, but oh well, that is how life goes sometimes. But yeah, I'm not sure where my rare mushrooms were going. I was kind of hoping to try out the hatchery on that wyvern egg. So at least it looks kind of neat. Dodo sitting in a big nest. So, and then I'm going to put air conditioners in all of these windows. And that will not only keep it nice and, good temperature in the crafting area in the factory, but it will also help incubate eggs that last 1% after they get out of the hatchery. So, yeah. One of these days here coming up, we'll do a breeding episode. I just need to get some kibble for imprinting purposes. I know Farm Landon already has quite the collection of dinos going for imprinting purposes and kibble purposes. The only kibble that I'm really interested in farming up here is the kibble for the dinos that I really want to tame, like the Utyrannus, the Allosaurus. I'll see what kind of kibble the whatchamahoos that's up there, the griffins take as well, and then maybe the kibble for direwolves. I'm not sure though, because they tame off mutton pretty well. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for the episode. So a little bit shorter than normal, but I didn't, all my mushrooms poofed. So, and I'm kind of running out of time to go farm stuff up for tonight. But that is going to be it for the day, guys. If you liked the episode, please leave a like. I know I'm pretty proud of how this has turned out. I like the wall. I like the greenhouse. I'm digging it. I am digging it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more daily content. If you have anything to say, do it in the comments section down below. Do not forget to have a good day, everybody. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.